Good morning, dear students. I am teaching chapter 3 and name of the chapter 3 is the fiber to fabric. Fiber to fabric. Fiber to fabric. Name of the chapter 3 is the fiber to fabric. And in last topic I discussed about the cotton, and today I will discuss about the jute. Jute is also plant fiber. Today I will discuss about jute. You know that jute is the plant fiber, and jute is the plant fiber and is obtained from the stem of the plant. It is obtained from the stem of plant. It is obtained from the stem of plant. From where it is obtained? It is obtained from the stem of plant. That is called the patson. And in India, you know that jute is mainly grown in West Bengal, Assam and some parts of Bihar. And it grows very well in alluvial soil of delta regions of rivers such as Ganges and Brahmaputra. And jute is sown during the rainy seasons, and its plant is 8 to 10 feet height and it bears yellow flowers when it is 3 to 4 months old, and when the flowering takes place the jute plant is cut, and after that it is because good quality jute is obtained from its stem only at this stage, and as otherwise the stem gets very hard and is difficult to remove fiber from it. And the cut plants are allowed to dry in the fields for a few days when most of the leaves dry and fall off, and after that the dried plants are then tied into small bundles and made to stick in stagnant pond. After taking a jute plant, it is keep in the stagnant water and stagnant pond of water for few days, and after that during this sinkage the gummy substances holding the jute fiber to the stem rods, and this process is called the retting, and after that jute fibers are extracted from the retted jute by the jerk and pulls of hand, and after that it obtained and dried and tied into small bundles. And the raw jute fibers are silky yellow in color and 6 to 8 feet long. And they are quite strong and can be easily spun to form threads yarn of different thickness. Spinning of cotton yarn, how it spins. You know that before we learnt about spinning, let us perform the following activity to understand why spinning is necessary. You know that? Activity 5. Hold some cotton in your right hand, and after that pinch it between the thumb and the forefinger of the left hand and gently pull outward and twisting in clockwise direction until you get a wick around 20 centimeter in length, and divide the wick into two parts and keep one part of the wick as it is and twist the other part of the wick as much as you can so as to make a thread, and when hold the first part of the wick untwisted from both ends and then try to pull it apart, and repeat the procedure with twisted thread, and it increases the strength of the fiber. Why spinning is necessary? Because spinning increases the strength of the fiber, and after that you will notice that twisted thread requires more force to break compared to the untwisted wick. Thus the activity clearly proves spinning is necessary, or spinning is increases the strength of the fiber. Question is arises here, what is the spinning? The process of twisting the fiber so as to make a stronger thread is called the spinning. And during spinning, the fibers from the mass of cotton are drawn outwards and at the same time twisted to form a strong yarn. Common spinning devices. In remote villages in India, the lint deseeded cotton is beaten to shreds to form fluffy mass, and this fluffy mass of cotton is then made into loose cotton wicks about 1 centimeter thick and 15 centimeter long, and the cotton wicks are then converted into cotton yarn as described below. So first one is the takli or a hand spindle. You can see here this is the takli or a hand spindle. So It is a tapering 15 centimeter to 20 centimeter long steel or brass rod, and it has a sharp depression. You can see like this here, and I will draw. You can see here A. It is a tapering about 15 centimeter and then 20 centimeter long a brass rod having a sharp depression A and B. And the cotton wick is twisted to form a small thread which is then hooked at point B. Here you can see that, and after that the takli is suspended vertically and is given a sharp twist in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction so that it starts spinning, and at the same time the cotton wick is pulled outward and the fibers from cotton be drawn and the same time twisted to form the cotton yarn, and the cotton yarn so formed is removed from A and wound over disc B. This process is repeated on and on when a roll of cotton yarn is formed on B. So this is a takli or a hand spindle. So all of you take revision till here, and tomorrow I will discuss a charkha or a spinning wheel. What is the charkha or a spinning wheel? So all of you take revision here till here. Today I discussed about the jute. What is the jute? And it is also the plant fiber, and it is obtained from the stem of a plant. And after that, in this I told you common spinning devices. In first devices I told you a takli or a hand spindle. So all of you take revision till here.